So we got the 1062 spoilers, and there's like a couple big reveals in this chapter. Some that we expected, but then there's one that's like we definitely didn't expect, and it's really exciting. So let's just get into it. On the cover, we see Chocolate Town covered in ice. So this is huge, and I'll explain why, because we're going to take a look back on the cover story that's been going on for the last couple chapters. Something that I haven't been focusing on these last couple videos, but it's now super important again. So back on the cover of chapter 1038, we saw Niji and Yonji were placed in Montior's book, and it was put on display in Chocolate Town. And then eventually Oven showed up and took the book to Whole Cake Island using Brulee's mirror. But after that, on the cover of chapter 1046, we saw these two silhouetted individuals show up at Chocolate Town. And at the time we were speculating like, oh, who are these? Is this like Crocodile and Das Bones maybe? Or is it even the Blackbeard pirates? You know, trying to come and take over Big Mom's territory because it's been revealed that she was defeated by Luffy. But we wound up seeing on the cover of 1051 that Ichiji and Reiju came to save Niji and Yonji. But that was on Whole Cake Island, not Chocolate Town. And I guess this is confirming now that those are two separate events, and that one of those silhouetted individuals is none other than Kuzan. Because it says Chocolate Town covered in ice. There's pretty much only one, maybe two characters, I'm gonna just say one for now, that is capable of doing this, and it's obviously Kuzan. And I think this also means that Kuzan might be with the Blackbeard pirates, and he's probably the 10th Titanic captain as well. Now this doesn't confirm that at all. It's not even confirmed that this is Kuzan, of course, but we kind of put the pieces together, making sense for the most part, right? And the only reason that we're inclined to think that Kuzan is a part of the Blackbeard pirates is because in chapter 793 we see one of the Gorosei talking to Akainu, and he says, and what of Kuzan then? He's dedicated his considerable power to assisting Blackbeard of all people. Fine message that sends about the name. So I guess this means that it's true. And I guess he's been sent there to slowly take over Totland, because like I said, Big Mom's out of the picture, so Blackbeard is trying to gain her territory. Now, I don't think this means that Kuzan is like fully turned heel and he's like a bad guy now. I think that he's in Sword, like along with like Kobe and X-Drake, and he's like undercover working as the captain under Blackbeard. I also think Akainu is in Sword too, but that's like a video for another time. Yeah, super exciting stuff here, and this is for sure going to come back into play eventually. Bonnie reveals that her father Kuma was made into a weapon by Vegapunk. So here is finally the big reveal. Bonnie is the daughter of Kuma. And yes, I'm an idiot. For the last couple videos, I was theorizing that Bonnie was the daughter of Roswald and that she was a celestial dragon. But no, I was so wrong. And Bonnie is the daughter of Kuma. And to be honest, I actually found this out last week, because around that time a Viver card from 2018 had surfaced where Oda like drew this rough sketch of Bonnie, and she was saying something along the lines of getting revenge on Vegapunk for what she had done to her father. And that pretty much confirmed to us that like, oh, Kuma is her dad then. Because if we also go back to the chapters that I was looking at when I was trying to prove that Bonnie was the daughter of Roswald and also a celestial dragon, all I had to do was just pick the other option instead of Roswald, because it was right there in front of my face the whole time. So when she's in the reverie and she transforms into Connie, Queen Dowager of Sorbet Kingdom, that right there is a dead giveaway, because Sorbet Kingdom is what Kuma originally was the ruler of, and I totally didn't even pay attention to that. I should have. Like I said, I'm an idiot, sorry. But also she winds up seeing Roswald riding Kuma, and she eventually sneaks past them and gets by the gate, and she says, I didn't think I'd run across him right in the open like that. You'll pay, I swear it. I swear. I'm dying of envy, father. Actually, I'm just dying. And we see Kuma right there. And I thought it was Roswald, especially because of how Akainu was treating her after he came to get her from Blackbeard. But I guess being the princess of a lesser kingdom is just as important somewhat. But yeah, Bonnie is the daughter of Kuma, and I guess this also means that this is like Bonnie's true form. Another thing that we were speculating about for years with her, because her devil fruit allows her to alter her age and appearance. We were wondering, like, is she an old lady? Is she an adult? Is she a kid? I guess this means, you know, considering how old Kuma is and, you know, how old she is, which I guess she's 24. I guess this is like who she truly is. There are 6 different Vegapunks because of how occupied he is with research. So yeah, I guess this is also confirming that the woman that we saw at the end of the previous chapter wasn't Vegapunk, which, you know, 98% of us assumed, because course, you know, she has like the 2 on her chest. It lines up with the 3 on the shark, which means that like this is like one of his contraptions or whatnot, or just an android, I guess. And it's saying that there's 6 here. I guess he means he has like 6 of these androids that are all like working at the same time, and he's like working through them, I guess. Now, I don't know if all 6 of these are the woman that we saw at the end of the previous chapter. I guess this just means that there's like 6 different versions here. And this makes sense because Oda is really gonna milk this Vegapunk reveal for as long as he can. I mean, he's already milked it for like 13 years now or whatever, so we can wait a couple more months. CP0 agents are coming to kill Vegapunk. They have Seraphim Kuma with them. Okay, here's like the big, I guess, cliffhanger of this chapter possibly. CP0 coming to kill Vegapunk, and I wish I could tell you why they're coming to kill him, but I just don't know. Could be the idiot part of my brain kicking back in, but do we even have enough information as to why they want to kill him at this point? I mean, we did see at the end of the previous chapter that Vegapunk did pretty much save the Straw Hats, or at least the Thousand Sunny with them on it. And he says that he wasn't saving them, but he pretty much did, although we don't really know what his motives are with them. But at this point, I guess he did, because maybe he already knew that they were coming to take him out, because I don't think that's why they're coming to take him out, because he helped the Straw Hats here, because that would be a little absurd, right? Like, they're keeping that close tabs on him, and then as soon as they find out that he did this, then they're just sending CP0 on him. It seems like this was probably established beforehand. So that begs the question of like, why are they trying to kill him? And it's like, maybe because after he finished the Seraphims, they were like, okay, you did what we needed you to do. We're done with you now. We're taking you out. That's kind of stupid in itself, because Vegapunk is such a valuable asset in this world that it's like, why would you kill him unless he did something totally egregious to them? Which maybe he has, and it will be revealed, but I don't know. It just seems like, you know, like I said, he's such a strong asset that you would just keep him around as long as you can, because he still has so much more stuff to develop, right? Unless they just think that like, oh, the Seraphims, nothing's gonna get any better than them. This is it. This is the apex of Vegapunk. We don't need him anymore. And they're just gonna try to ride that out. But also CP0 coming to Egghead Island. Now, I don't know which CP0 agents. I hope it's Lucci. That would be amazing. I'd love to see him back. But this also means that the Straw Hats are gonna face off against them. Now, if it is Lucci, I don't know how high he can really raise the stakes against like the top 4. You know, like Luffy, Zoro, Jinbei, Sanji. Pretty sure they would all smoke Lucci at this point. I highly doubt he is on their level at this point. And if he is, that seems, I don't know, a little iffy. It seems like he'd be way more of a threat to just pretty much everyone else in the Straw Hats here. Not really sure, unless there's like more CP0 agents that we're not aware of that are stronger than Lucci possibly, because we don't really know all of them. We don't even know if there's like a cap to how many there can be, because like every other arc, it's kind of like, oh, this person's a CP0 agent, this person's a CP0 agent. So these might be some of the solid antagonists of this arc possibly, because it doesn't seem like it's going to be Vegapunk. I think this might even confirm that Vegapunk is pretty much going to be like a pseudo ally to the Straw Hats at this point. But yeah, I'm so excited to see what's going to happen in the future here. Looks like this arc is going to be pretty good. Fingers crossed, of course. But let me know what you think about these spoilers in the comments, guys. Why do you think CP0 is coming to kill Vegapunk? And if you liked it, please give it a like, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.